Welcome to the session Concavity, Points of Inflection and Multiple Points. Concavity and points of inflection. We shall consider special types of points on a curve, those where the curve crosses the tangent. For example, the x-axis is the tangent to the curve y equal to x cube at 0, 0, and the curve which lies above the x-axis on the right of the origin and below x-axis on the left crosses the tangent at 0, 0. A point where a curve crosses the tangent is known as a point of inflection on the curve. In case a curve does not cross the tangent at a point, we have the following two possibilities. First one, there is a portion of the curve on both sides of P, however small it may be, which lies above the tangent at P, that is towards the positive direction of y-axis. In this case, we say that the curve is concave upwards or convex downwards at P, see in figure 1a. Second one, there is a portion of the curve on both sides of P, however small it may be, which lies below the tangent at P, that is towards the negative direction of y-axis. In this case, we say that the curve is concave downwards or convex upwards at P, see in figure 1b. Thus, the curve is concave upwards at P in figure 1a and is concave downwards at P in figure 1b. Also, the curve in figure 1c has a point of inflection at P. A portion of a curve is said to be concave upwards or downwards if it is concave upwards or downwards at every point thereof. Thus, the portions P1, P2 and P3, P4 of the curve in the figure 2 are concave upwards and the portion P2, P3 is concave downwards. Also, P2 and P3 are points of inflection. At a point of inflection, the curve changes from concavity upwards to concavity downwards or vice versa. Criteria for concavity upwards, concavity downwards and inflection at a given point. Consider y is equal to f of x and a point P, c comma f of c thereof. We suppose that the tangent at P is not parallel to y-axis. We take a point q x comma f of x on the curve near the point P, c comma f of c. The point q will lie to the right or the left of the point P according as x greater than c or x less than c. Draw qm perpendicular to x-axis meeting the tangent at P in R. The equation of the tangent at P being y minus f of c is equal to f dash c into x minus c, the ordinate mr of the tangent corresponding to the abscissa x is f of c plus f dash c into x minus c. Also, the ordinate mq of the curve for the abscissa x is f of x. Therefore, rq is equal to mq minus mr, which is equal to f of x minus f of c minus f dash c into x minus c. First one, for concavity upwards at P, rq is positive when q lies on either side of P as shown in figure 3a. 2. For concavity downwards at P, rq is negative when q lies on either side of P shown in figure 3b. 3. For inflection at P, rq is positive when q lies on one side of P and negative when q lies on the other side of P as shown in figure 3c. Thus, we have to examine the behavior of the sign of rq for values of x such that modulus of x minus c is sufficiently small. We write rq is equal to phi of x is equal to f of x minus f of c minus f dash c into x minus c, so that phi dash of x is equal to f dash of x minus f dash c and phi double dash of x is equal to f double dash of x. Case 1, let f double dash of c greater than 0. As phi double dash of c is equal to f double dash of c is positive, there exists an interval c minus delta comma c plus delta around C for every point x of which phi double dash of x is positive. Thus, phi dash of x is strictly increasing in the closed interval c minus delta comma c plus delta. Also, as phi dash of c is equal to 0, we see that phi dash of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to the right open interval c minus delta comma c, and phi dash of x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to the left open interval c comma c plus delta. Again, it follows that phi is strictly decreasing in the closed interval c minus delta comma c and strictly increasing in the closed interval c comma c plus delta. Also, phi of c is equal to 0. Finally, it follows that RQ is equal to phi of x, which is greater than 0 for all x belongs to the right open interval c minus delta comma c union the left open interval c comma c plus delta. Thus, the curve y is equal to f of x is concave upwards at the point c comma f of c if f double dash of c greater than 0. Case 2. Let f double dash of c less than 0. In this case, we may show that there exists an interval closed interval c minus delta comma c plus delta around C such that RQ is equal to phi of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to right open interval c minus delta comma c union left open interval c comma c plus delta. Thus, the curve y is equal to f of x is concave downwards at c comma f of c if f double dash of c is less than 0. Case 3. Let f double dash of c is equal to 0. We know that a curve has inflection at P if it changes from concavity upwards to concavity downwards or vice versa as a point moving along the curve passes through P. That is, if there is a complete neighborhood of P such that at every point on one side of P lying in this neighborhood, the curve is concave upwards, and at every point on the other side of P, the curve is concave downwards. Thus, the curve has inflection at c comma f of c if f double dash of x changes sign as x passes through C. Since f double dash is assumed to be continuous, it follows that f double dash of c is equal to 0 at a point of inflection. Note: to determine the criteria for an extreme value for x is equal to c, we have to examine the behavior of this sign of f of x minus f of c, and for determining the criteria for concavity upwards or downwards, point of inflection for x is equal to c, we examine the behavior of the sign of f of x minus f of c minus f dash of c into x minus c. Thus, the curve y is equal to f of x A is rising in the closed interval a b if f dash of x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to the closed interval a b. It is concave upwards in the closed interval a b if f double dash of x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to the closed interval a b. B is falling in the closed interval a b if f dash of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to the closed interval a b, which is concave downwards in the closed interval a b if f double dash of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to the closed interval a b. C has an extreme point at the point c comma f of c if f dash c equal to 0 and f dash x changes sign as x passes through C, which has a point of inflection at the point c comma f of c if f double dash of c is equal to 0 and f double dash of x changes sign as x passes through C. Example 1. Consider the curve y is equal to x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 12x square plus 5x plus 7. We have dy by dx is equal to 4x cube minus 18x square plus 24x plus 5. D square y by dx square is equal to 12x square minus 36x plus 24, which is equal to 12 into x minus 1 into x minus 2. D square y by dx square is greater than 0 for all x belongs to the interval minus infinity comma 1. D square y by dx square is less than 0 for all x belongs to the open interval 1 comma 2. D square y by dx square is greater than 0 for all x belongs to the open interval 2 comma infinity. Thus, the curve is concave upwards in the interval minus infinity comma 1 and 2 comma plus infinity, and concave downwards in the interval closed interval 1 comma 2. Also, the curve has inflections for x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2, in that d square y by dx square changes sign as x passes through 1 and 2. It follows that the point 1 comma 19 and 2 comma 33 are the 2 points of inflection on the curve. Example 2. Take the curve a square plus x square into y is equal to a square x. This has 3 points of inflections. We have dy by dx is equal to a square into a square plus x square minus 2a square x square all divided by a square plus x square whole square, which is equal to a square into a square minus x square divided by a square plus x square whole square. D square y by dx square is equal to a square into minus 2x into a square plus x square whole square minus 4x into a square plus x square into a square minus x square all divided by a square plus x square all raised to 4, which is equal to a square into minus 2x into 3a square minus x square divided by a square plus x square all raised to 3, which is equal to 2a square into x minus root 3a into x plus root 3a all divided by a square plus x square all raised to 3. Therefore, d square y by dx square is equal to 0 for x is equal to root 3a comma 0 comma minus root 3a. It may be seen that d square y by dx square changes sign as x passes through each of these 3 values of x. Hence, the curve has inflection at the corresponding points. Thus, the point root 3a comma root 3a by 4, 0 0 and minus root 3a comma minus root 3a by 4 are the 3 points of inflection on the curve. Singular points. Let f of xy is equal to 0 be the given equation to the curve. Differentiating with respect to x, we get dou f by dou x plus dou f by dou y into dy by dx is equal to 0. So, the slope of the tangent to f of xy equal to 0 at the point xy is dy by dx is equal to minus of dou f by dou x divided by dou f by dou y. If p of xy is any point on this curve and at least one of the partial derivatives dou f by dou x or dou f by dou y does not vanish, then at this point either dy by dx or dx by dy can be completely determined. That is, the curve f of xy is equal to 0 has a definite tangent at this point p of x comma y. In such a case, the point p x comma y is called an ordinary point. If at some point p of x comma y the partial derivatives dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y vanish, then dy by dx is an indeterminate. In such a case, the point p of x comma y is called a singular point. Definition. A point p of x comma y on the curve f of xy is equal to 0 is said to be a singular point if both the partial derivatives dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y vanish at this point. Example 3. Consider the curve x minus 2 whole square is equal to y into y minus 1 whole square. Let f of xy is equal to x minus 2 whole square minus y into y minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Differentiating partially with respect to x and y, we get dou f by dou x is equal to 2 into x minus 2 and dou f by dou y is equal to minus of y into 2 into y minus 1 plus y minus 1 whole square. Now, dou f by dou x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 2 and dou f by dou y is equal to 0 implies y is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 by 3. Hence, the possible singular points are 2 1, 2 1 by 3. As the point 2 1 by 3 does not lie on the curve, the only singular point is 2 1. Multiple points. Definition. A point on a curve through which more than one branch of the curve pass is called a multiple point. If two branches of a curve pass through a point, then the point is said to be double point. The point is called a triple point if three branches of a curve pass through the point. In general, a multiple point is said to be of the rth order if r branches of a curve pass through that point. In this case, the curve has r tangents at this point. Double points. There are two branches of a curve passing through a double point. Hence, there are two tangents at this point, but these tangents may be real or imaginary. Classification of double points. Double points are classified into three types depending on the nature of tangents, that is, whether the tangents are real or imaginary. First one, node. When the two tangents at a double point are real and distinct, the point is said to be a node. 2. Cusp. If the two tangents at a double point are real and coincident, then the point is said to be a cusp. 3. Conjugate or isolated point. If there are no other real points of the curve in a neighborhood of this point and the two tangents at a double point are imaginary, then the point is called a conjugate point. Tangents at the origin. Let the equation of the curve through the origin be written in the form a1x plus a2y plus b1x square plus b2xy plus b3y square plus etc. plus p1x raised to n plus p2x raised to n minus 1y plus etc. plus pn y raised to n is equal to 0. Let it be equation number 1. Note that the constant is absent in the equation 1 as it passes through the origin. Let p of xy be any point on the curve 1. The slope of the chord OP is y by x. As p tends to O along the curve, the chord OP tends to the tangent at the origin. That is, the slope of the tangent at O is limit as x tends to 0 y by x is equal to m, say. Let it be equation number 2. Assuming that the tangent is not the y axis. Hence, the equation of the tangent to curve on at the origin is y bar is equal to m into x bar, where m is given by equation 2. Dividing first equation by x, we obtain a1 plus a2 into y by x plus b1x plus b2y plus b3y into y by x plus etc. equal to 0. Let it be equation number 3. Taking limit as x tends to 0 and using equation 2, we get from 3 a1 plus a2m is equal to 0, that is a1 x bar plus a2 y bar is equal to 0 because y bar is equal to m into x bar. Thus, the equation of the tangent at the origin may be taken as a1x plus a2y is equal to 0. Let it be equation number 4, which is the same as the lowest degree terms in equation 1 equated to 0. Now, if a2 is equal to 0, then by equation 4, a1 is equal to 0. Therefore, if a1 is equal to 0 and a2 is equal to 0, the equation 1 becomes b1 x square plus b2 xy plus b3y square plus c1 x cube plus c2 x square y plus c3 x y square plus c4 y cube plus etc. is equal to 0. Let it be equation number 5. Dividing by x2, taking limit as tends to 0 and using equation 2, we obtain b1 plus b2m plus b3m square is equal to 0. Since m is equal to y bar divided by x bar, we get b1 x bar square plus b2 x bar y bar plus b3 y bar square is equal to 0, or b1 x square plus b2 xy plus b3 y square is equal to 0. Let it be equation number 6, which represents a pair of tangents at the origin. The equation 6 could have been obtained by equating the lowest degree terms of equation 5 to 0. Similarly, we can show that if a1 equal to a2 equal to b1 equal to b2 equal to b3 equal to 0, then c1 x cube plus c2 x square y plus c3 x y square plus c4 y cube is equal to 0 gives the combined equation of the three tangents at the origin. Generalizing this, we deduce the tangents at the origin are given by equating to 0 the lowest degree terms in the rational algebraic equation of the given curve. Remark 1. If the y-axis is a tangent at the origin, we can easily see that by interchanging the axes of x and y, the rule is still true. Remark 2. The above process can also be used to find the equation to the tangent or tangents at any point hk on the curve. This can be done by shifting the origin to this point hk and then applying the above rule. The necessary condition for the existence of a double point at any point pxy of the curve f of xy is equal to 0 is that dou f by dou x is equal to 0 and dou f by dou y is equal to 0. Procedure for finding the nature of the double points. Let hk be a double point. Shift the origin to hk by using the transformation equations x is equal to x bar plus h and y is equal to y bar plus k. Find the tangents at the origin by equating to 0 the lowest degree terms in the transformed equation. If the tangents are real and distinct, then the new origin is a node. However, in the case of a cusp, we must show that the branches of the curves near the origin are real. If the tangents are coincident, it is a cusp. If the tangents are imaginary, it is a conjugate point. Example 4. Consider the curve f of xy is equal to x cube minus y square minus 7x square plus 4y plus 15x minus 13 is equal to 0. Here, dou f by dou x is equal to 3x square minus 14x plus 15. Dou f by dou y is equal to 2y plus 4. The coordinates of double points are obtained by solving the equations 3x square minus 14x plus 15 is equal to 0 and 2y plus 4 is equal to 0. We get y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3, x is equal to 5 by 3. The possible double points are 3, 2 and 5 by 3, 2. But 5 by 3, 2 does not satisfy the given equation. Hence, the only double point is the point 3, 2. Shift the origin to the point 3, 2 by putting x is equal to x bar plus 3, y is equal to y bar plus 2 in the given equation. We get x bar cube minus y bar square plus 2 into x bar square is equal to 0. Equations of tangents at the new origin 3, 2, that is the double point, are given by minus y bar square plus 2 into x bar square is equal to 0 implies y bar is equal to plus or minus 2 x bar, which implies y minus 2 is equal to plus root 2 into x minus 3 and y minus 2 is equal to minus root 2 into x minus 3. Since the two tangents are real and distinct, the double point 3, 2 is a node. Let me summarize the major points of this session. A curve y is equal to f of x, first one, is concave upwards in closed interval a b if f double dash of x greater than 0 for all x belongs to the closed interval a b. 2 is concave downwards in closed interval a b if f double dash of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to the closed interval a b. And 3 has a point of inflection at the point c comma f of c if f double dash of c equal to 0 and f double dash of x changes sign as x passes through c. A point pxy on the curve f of xy equal to 0 is said to be a singular point if both the partial derivatives dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y vanish at this point. A point on a curve through which more than one branch of the curve pass is called a multiple point. If two branches of a curve pass through a point, then the point is said to be double point. A multiple point is said to be of the rth order if r branches of a curve pass through that point. In this case, the curve has r tangents at this point. Double points are classified into three types, namely node, cusp and isolated point, depending on the nature of tangents. The tangents at the origin are given by equating to 0 the lowest degree terms in the rational algebraic equation of the given curve. The necessary condition for the existence of a double point at any point pxy of the curve f of xy equal to 0 is that dou f by dou x equal to 0 and dou f by dou y equal to 0. Now you can try to answer the following questions given here. First one, show that y is equal to e raised to x is everywhere concave upwards and the curve y is equal to log x is everywhere concave downwards. Second one, find the ranges of values of x in which the curve y is equal to 3x raised to 5 minus 40x cube plus 3x minus 20 are concave upwards or downwards. Also find the point of inflection. Third one, find the points of inflection of the curve x is equal to a tan t and y is equal to a sin t cos t. Fourth one, find the tangents at the origin to the curve x square plus y square into 2a minus x is equal to b square x. Find the equation of the tangent at the point 2, 1 of the curve x minus 2 whole square is equal to y into y minus 1 whole square. Sixth one, show that the origin is a node, a cusp or a conjugate point on the curve y square is equal to ax square plus ax cube. Seventh one, find the position and nature of the double points on the curve y square is equal to x square into x minus 1. Now you can go through the following books for your further study. First one, Differential Calculus by Shanti Narayanan, Sultan Chand and Company, New Delhi, 2003. Second one, Differential and Integral Calculus by N. Piskunov, Peace Publishers, Moscow. Third one, Calculus, 9th edition by George B. Thomas, Rosal Finney, Pearson's Education, New Delhi, 2002. Hope that you have enjoyed this session. We will meet again with another topic. Thank you.